I want to first off say this is not an attack video, but this is a response video. Um, it's about power creep, and I saw Chaos talking about this. And even though I agree with what he's saying, it's just his actions to solve the problem. I want to say I strongly disagree with, right? So supposedly there's power creep in the game, right? Power creep happens in every game, but supposedly it's too much of a power creep. Whether you disagree or agree is not the issue. Um, it's more of what exactly was the power creep, but when did it start? Right? Most people are complaining this power creep just recently happened. This power creep has been in the game since honestly day one, right? So when you first was getting characters, nobody cared because it didn't affect attackers, your DPS. That was the reason why no one really cared about it. While 42 players had nothing to summon for really in 1.0. There was no 42 characters summoned for besides Huma and Meryl. That was it. Oh, Ine. Sorry about that. Right? 1.5 had nothing. It was all about every element, well, except for Volt, to be honest. Yes, I know Nemesis was there, but Nemesis was more for benediction. Bayuki was not there. Mark was not there, all right? So there's already somewhat of a power creep right there. Because going into 2.0, everybody can have a technically a character that fits a playstyle to how they can play. Except for Volt, you're using Nemesis, you didn't have anything. And 42, you didn't really have an option. Right? So 2.0, we finally had this all fixed. Well, so we thought. We got Saki for Fortitude. It didn't solve the problem that you can only play Frost or you can only play Frost. That was it. The only element you can play at the time, right? Every attacker was seeming good still except for Volt. You got Tian Lang, but you're still using characters from 1.0 unless you had Nemesis. But Nemesis just didn't feel quite right when I was looking at other players play, right? Benediction, they had someone in 1.5. They had someone for 2.0. It's not me trying to talk bad on Benediction if it comes out that way. I'm just stating every some form of update, they had a character to summon for, right? So here we are with the 2.3 and the 2.4 going to the 2.5. The quote power creep happened. But I'm still saying in reality, some people are still feeling it. I myself still feel it. I can only play Flame or Frost as Fortitude. Benediction can play all elements if they really want to, but it's not in their best decision to. Attackers still have every element to choose from on which they want to use. Now again, with Volt, I understood what happened to them. So this, this power creep that happened recently, I kind of understand it. And besides, us as the community always talking about, oh, this character's nerd, that character nerd, oh, the character can be trash. Like, we always talk bad about the character before they release. So now, hey, look, we don't want the character to be bad and have the whole community mad. So what do? You got your Fenrir. Oh, it's too powerful. You got your Lons, I forgot the Yo-Yo boy's name because no one really cares about him, right? And we talk about how Frost isn't good, but you don't want to choose that character. I understand that. That's part of the power creep. That's what's supposed to happen. But hey, it is what it is, right? And then you got Fiona. OP, this and that. I wish old characters could be useful. I'm for it. But the solution only to fix the limited characters, but then the standard characters still stay weak? Oh yeah, I just want to put out there, the 1.5 characters are going to be in the standard. So are you telling me those 1.5s should be stronger than the 1.0s and they're all in standard? I think that's silly, crazy talk. What it should be is have your newest weapons top of the line, right? Then have your old limiteds, here. I don't know if you want to talk. I want an equal point, right? You have your mid-tier, your old ones, and then your standards, boom, right under them. Same percentages across the board. So let's say the newest ones were 10% stronger. I'm not gonna say 10% more damage, but 10% stronger than the old limiteds, and then the old limiteds were 10% stronger than the standards. I guess that'd be all right. As far as matrices, I don't know. But to say this just happened recently, this always been this way. It's always been this way. When are we getting the actual Fortitude that's not gonna be Frost or Flame? Like, when do we get that, right? Is the next character gonna be altered? I hope so, because if not, again, Fortitude gets shafted. And it shouldn't be the reason is, well, everybody wants DPS, that's what they make most of their money. So that means we just favoring people who gives the most amount of money? What about the free-to-play? What about the low spenders? We're just going to talk about whoever pays the most, and that's what we come out with? That's a bad idea. I don't know, because I'll tell you now, most of the 42s right now, they're only 42 because the damage is terrible, as what they say. I got 42s all the time. I got forced to play attack, even though I made 42 just because I did more damage than attacker. So they made me attack, they played 42, and that was the reason. Everyone just looks for damage. How about we actually make these roles a little bit more beneficial to everyone? If you're playing 42, it should be fun to play 42. You should feel useful. Even if you just had Huma and Meryl, you should be able to do enough damage. Right? Is that what we're going to talk about? We talking about power creep? Let's talk all about power creep. Buff Huma then heavily. Coco, make her more valuable. Make what's it called? Zero more valuable. Oh, they do heal, they do shield. Buff their damage. That's what I'm saying. Buff their damage. The 42 weapons, Huma, Meryl, buff their damage. In fact, buff the whole roll. Make it so they 1200. They take 1200%. In fact, we got it right here, right? I forgot I even had this on. Look, 42 only getting 800% aggro. Put it to 1200%. Put it 2000%. So whoever's playing 42 can always feel like they can hold aggro. Buff this this damage reduction from 20% to 25%. So it can be 50% instead of 45. How about that? Because we're talking about balance, and it should be fair. 42 has been having the biggest struggle since day one. And even today, like, yes, I can do well with it. Because I can do well, it doesn't mean someone new is going to be able to. They'll struggle, the whale just does a bunch of damage, and the 42 at this point useless. That's why every time a new player comes in, they say, oh, you're new? Let's play support, because your damage is going to be trash. At least you can heal somebody. That's the word. So how about this? Buff this 42 to be good, right? Benediction, 200% healing? Make it 250. I don't know. Because right now, everyone just favors attack. Because everybody just want to do the most amount of damage ever. I want to do damage too. So, yo, buff this 42 up some more. Buff 42 weapons attack up some more. They get, on 42 weapons, you don't even get crit. So, I mean, give me more attack then. I don't know. Y'all figure it out. But I just want to make this a video response to chaos. I'm not in disagreement with what you're saying. If you want it to be more balanced and fair and everyone can feel to do damage, I'm for it. But I'm just stating, if you're going to go partially, like a partial work effort to try to make it more balanced, now go all the way. Upgrade this fortitude. Balance is looking great right now because of Fiona, right? Benediction is great because of Fiona. Attack is great because of Fiona. I didn't get Fiona because I know I need to save it for another character. For my character for fortitude again. When the game slows down, I'll look into more of these characters. But right now, fortitude is still the worst role, as I'm being told all the time. I play it great. I'm useful. But anyone who doesn't watch me play, they just say, oh, you're useless, you might as well play a benediction. Until they watch me play and they realize I can do damage. But I'm heavily into this role. This is my main role. But if I try to play another role, I'm going to struggle. Right? So I'm just stating, what can we do to buff fortitude, right? What can we do to buff, well, I think balance is good. What can we do to balance the standard weapons? What can we do for the older limited weapons? What can we do? Because right now, Lyra and Umi is going to be releasing soon. They're going to get some sort of buff. I think that'd be a great idea to have more reason to have people to choose Umi. Let them do damage. Physical is arguably the worst element. So why are we not looking to buff physical? We're overlooking all these other things that were quote bad. It's okay if everything else is bad, as long as there's one main attack roll that everybody gets to use. And for free to plays and low spenders, it'd be all right. What? No, if we're gonna work on this, look, Annabelle is supposedly like a hit or miss. Make Annabelle more usable, right? Benediction seems fine, honestly, to me. This needs more characters, more variety. Fortitude needs definitely more variety, but we need more damage, more ways to hold aggro. Yes, I can do it, but just because I can doesn't mean the average person can. Especially with whales nowadays, all the whales just choose attack, and it's rare to see a whale on benediction. They won't be on fortitude. They might be on balance because of Fiona. That's the only reason. So what can we do now? Like, am I wrong for what I'm stating in this video? Again, I'm not attacking chaos. I'm in agreement with what he's saying. I just want to go further into detail. I just don't think that buffing the limited weapons only is going to be the fix. I think it's a bad idea. Fix those limited and fix the standards. Buff some of the matrices if that's the case, because right now 1.0 matrices are not really that useful. The newer free-to-play ones, the ones in the gachapons, yo, I feel like I do more damage with those than I did with Crow's 2-piece and Shiro's 2-piece, and they were at least 2 stars. I feel like I do that same damage. Are we gonna buff those? I mean, I think it's a good idea, but maybe I'm wrong on that. I could be wrong, but as far as weapons, I know I'm not wrong. I know I'm not, because there's some people who can't even afford to get the newer weapons, so they have to use the standards. And then when it comes to, hold on, before I end this, because there's one more thing I want to talk about. And I think we all agree here. The challenge mode? No, that's not challenge. Is it challenge? Yeah, it's challenge. The Bygone Phantasm? This used to be basically like a DPS / heal check, right? Now it's just a DPS check. And look, how am I supposed to keep up with this, right? I gotta keep up with that. I'm trying my best. Now, I'm not saying change these players in general. What I'm stating is all these sequential phantasms are basically, hey, don't worry, just do damage. This is a DPS check. So if you're not a DPS, you struggle on this, but if you don't have a new weapon, you're gonna struggle too, right? But if you just fix the limiters, it'll be okay. No, fix this. Fix this. Make it so my role matters. Make it so benediction matters here. Because it's just, the faster you clear, the better. The faster you clear, the better. It's all about damage. Why this game all rotating around damage? You're going to have less fortitudes, less benedictions, and you can't clear VA. You're going to be saying, I wish we had this role, I wish we had that role. Maybe if it looked more appealing, if it looked sexier, that's what it is. The attack looks sexy and the other roles don't look as sexy. The only reason why people play benediction is because they couldn't play attack. I'm sorry, missus, I got to put you on the spot. My missus wanted to be attacked. The reason why she chose benediction, because she died too often, so she wanted to be able to heal herself, and she realized she can heal others, okay? I played fortitude to protect my missus, okay? That's the reason. Other than that, I would have played benediction, because I already know not many people play it. But I know nobody will play fortitude, and nobody wants to play fortitude because Huma and Meryl's damage suck when it comes to fortitude, okay? I literally was using like another weapon to charge to hope I can just keep aggro. That's what it was. But hey, I'm not gonna try to rant too much. Let me know how you feel in the comment section, okay? Let me know. Do you think it's a good idea to only upgrade attack weapons? If that's what the game is really going for, as long as DPS is okay, the game is okay? I think that's terrible. If we could talk about Dark Friends and stuff like that, yeah. But give us more stuff. We don't get enough of anything. But we need more variety. And if you switch out of attack, you should get something to be able to help you out. Buff fortitude, buff the benediction weapons, buff fortitude weapons. Help, okay? Just put something in the comment section and we could talk about it. I don't mind. I don't even mind talking about it on stream. Thank you for watching the video. Like and subscribing, because you can put that subscribe button that's right over here. And don't forget, you can watch the videos over here. I want to see you in there too, all right? You enjoy yourself.